you are about to rediscover who you are, who you once were. And you're feeling excited, you're feeling confused, maybe you're lost, maybe in the meantime you feel this loss of identity. You don't know who you are anymore in this current space, but at the same time, something is drawing you forward into this different direction. If these are the feelings you're feeling, you are close to something. You're moving towards something meaningful. Now, some of the signs that you're ready to rediscover who you are is you are tired of the old stories that have been holding you back. Perhaps they've been stories that were brutal. There are aspects of you did not like. Or maybe there were some things that happened to you that you feel painful for, you feel guilt, you feel sadness, maybe a little bit of bitterness. Whatever it is, there was a story, a emotional knot that existed within you that now you've hit a point in your life that you're just done with it. You're tired of it and you're ready for something different. If that's the case, we're going to need a plan to begin the process moving forward. To begin the process moving forward, I'm going to describe to you my 361 principle. This is a strategy that helps you really organize a vision in your life. Set it, work on it, but not have it completely just suffocate you and turn it into something mechanical. Because this is my belief. And this is something that when I talk to the clients I work with, there's a reason why there's a certain kind of clientele that comes to work with me on it, because we see the world as more than just things that are mechanical, just simply what you see in the material world. There's something that exists beyond. There's something we can't explain, but we can all feel. The feeling that when you've had a dream that something was going to happen, maybe tomorrow or who knows when, and you actually predicted it and it happened. Maybe a coincidence, but maybe not. Or you had this intuition about an individual since day one, but you never even got to know them, but there was something that alerted you to this information. And then eventually you come to find out this person was a thief, a liar, a con artist, and you were almost shocked and surprised to, whoa, how did I know that? But you felt it. You felt it. And, there's only so many times those things can happen before you start to feel they're more than just coincidence. And the way I like to create my work is to integrate those two things. The observational world we see, but also the world that we don't see. The unconscious realm, or the space between us and everything else. The space between us and the universe. Us and God. That stuff absolutely fascinates me, and it's worth paying attention to and not ignoring. And so this 361 principle sort of integrates those two things a little bit. And so what's the 361? So the first thing is 3. So you have 3 years. We're going to give ourselves a 3-year timeline. And we want to set a vision for our life. What do we want our life to look like? Of course, you can go through the basics of financial, environmental. What is your environment? Where do you live? Who do you want to live with? If you have a wife, okay, great. If you don't, do you want to get married? If you don't have friends, would you like more friends? Take care of the things that you need, the basic necessities. But then you want to ask yourself, where do you want to be holistically? Do you want to uncover more areas of your unconscious that have been stored away, packed away, suppressed, that now you want to deal with and confront? Are there areas of you that you are feeling untapped, that you can maximize and grow and compound? If those are the cases, integrate them in that vision. Bring them into it. And if there's one you feel you can not have to deal with, maybe you don't have to worry about money, maybe you don't have to worry about friends, you have the friends you've had your whole life, and then you can focus exclusively on one other thing, that's fine. You can organize it however you wish. But you want to set it in stone and be vivid about it. Really understand what it looks like, what it feels like, what it smells like even. Now, once you set it in stone, we're going to have to break into pieces. Now, moving into the next step, which is 6. The 6-month break. Every 6 months, you want to set yourself a micro target, a micro mission that aligns with the 3-year vision. Perhaps if our target is focusing on, bringing ourselves more into an integrated state, understanding more of our unconscious realm, the shadow side of our personality, and bringing it forward to wrestle with and understand. If that's the case, then maybe as a 6-month practice, we can say, I'm going to give myself a sacred space during the day where I give myself at least 20 minutes to 30 minutes to understand that element, bring myself forward. And you don't want to think of it as like, oh, by 6 months, I want to solve this. You don't want to do that. But you can give yourself a 6-month soft target as, I want to be able to at least understand more of myself. Or if there's a particular member that is more specific to you and it's a strong emotional knot, perhaps the first thing is, I want to make sure that I can at least first observe this memory. Because often if I observe it, I get massive rushes of fight or flight responses and I don't want to deal with it, and it just really just puts me in a state of chaos. Well, perhaps the 6-month target is, well, let's slowly try to get desensitized and observe, gently try to understand what it is. And so it's a 6-month increment target that adds and moves towards your 3-year vision. And then you move into the 1, which is the daily practices. This is where everything really lies. This is where you want to exist the majority of the time. The daily practice is broken down into what I call the daily sandwich. You have the morning, the middle portion of the day, or the whole entire day, and then you have the nighttime reflections. This daily practice is a micro of the 3-year and the 6-month vision / target. So you wake up in the morning, no phones, no social media, no nothing. You give yourself the first 10 to 15, if not 20 minutes of your own personal time to sit and give yourself objectives for the day. But don't make them so mechanical and don't make them so vague. You want to hit it right in that sweet spot. And so one example that I'll tell you that I use for myself is one of my morning mantras are, I want to allow myself emotional agility. So if there are emotions that come up throughout the day, happiness, sadness, anger, frustration, embarrassment, allow the emotion to flow through and experience it. Allow the pressure to release. Perhaps there was something I can learn from that, or perhaps it can give me more insight as to my own inner workings. I'm not going to chokehold. I'm not going to resist it. That's an example of there's a target for it, but it's a bit vague, not too specific, allowing myself that flexibility. And so you want to give yourself a couple of those, 2 of them, 3 at the max. You don't want to burden yourself too much because you still have your day-to-day stuff that you have to do. You experience your day, and at the end of the day is the nighttime reflections. Now, the nighttime reflections fall into 2 categories. Number 1, reflect on the target and soft tasks you gave yourself in the morning. Were you able to do some of them? Were you able to do 1? If you could do 1, that is incredible. Don't worry if you didn't do 100 or 200 or whatever. You want to be curious and adventurous, compassionate, and supportive to yourself as you do this. You can give yourself a firm hand, but don't make it so firm that you're beating and bludgeoning yourself. And don't make it so soft that you're not holding yourself accountable. So you want to be in that sweet middle. And so you reflect on the day. Was there something you did that you were proud of? Was there something that you saw that you appreciated? Perhaps you heard birds in the morning that sang this beautiful song, and you just took a moment to observe that and enjoy it. Was there somebody you helped out that you didn't have to, but you felt compelled to? Something within you called you forward to say, I need to go help this individual. If those things happen, appreciate them. Thank the universe, thank God, thank whatever is working outside of your control. And then thank yourself for taking advantage of that moment and enjoying that moment and experiencing the moment. If you do that every single day, adjust and tweak the 6-month target, adjust and tweak the 3-year vision, and then at the same time still enjoy life, enjoy the moment, be a human being, don't be so mechanical, allow the spiritual to exist within you, allow the material also to bring a sense of peace and comfort and luxury into your life. And then you'll feel within 6 months, something will be different. You'll feel closer. Which is funny because It's all within you. So it doesn't matter how much you acquire outside. In the outer world, it's not really going to change anything. It's inward, but yet we can feel this forward progression. It's a really fascinating place to be. And so enjoy it. Move forward with it. Embrace that chaos. Identity loss is terrible. You feel confused and you can feel like you're wandering this desert. And I know that feeling very well. It was years of my life I was in identity loss. I thought I was supposed to be this world champion in jiu-jitsu, black belt. It was something I devoted everything to. I devoted my whole life to it. Parties, girls, friends, sacrificed everything. And when I woke up one day and I didn't want to do it anymore, the passion left. I couldn't understand it. Why that happened? Where did it go? And it was misery. But it was within that period of time that I had to rediscover myself, my values, what I truly wanted out of life, and why I even did particular things in the first place. Why did I even want to be a world champion? Oftentimes, what we pursue are just ways for us to soothe particular pains and traumas and emotions within us. And we don't understand that at the moment, and so we think by acquiring something, it's going to give it to us. And it was only until I wandered that desert and I developed myself my own Rule of Three method that now I'm teaching you guys to rediscover who you are, rebuild purpose back in your life, and to reintegrate your soul and ego. It was only until that period that I truly started to understand that your ego should be the expression of your soul. When you integrate the two, immediately you will start to know where you have to go, what you have to do. You'll feel called to it. So listen internally. It'll give you information, wisdom that is ancient, thousands of years old. We don't want to mock it. It's there, and we can't cast it away. So it's better we understand it. If this resonated with you, I would love for you guys to join my community. If you click that link below, it'll send you over to my website. If you sign up to my newsletter, I'm going to send you my 3-step identity rebuilding guide just as a gift and as a thank you. And so thank you very much for watching this video. I'll see you on the next one.